Alright guys, Supreme Kami here. So we are back for another Should You Guys Summon or Not. This time around we have the Red Close Combat Banshee Norn, accompanied by Riddhe himself. So let's kind of get this straight. This banner is released a week before holiday season, being Christmas and New Year. So I mean, like, you guys, I would definitely suggest you guys to hold off. Don't summon on this unit. Regardless, this is not really a must summon unit anyways. It's not particularly too good depending on how you look at things. So I definitely do highly suggest you guys wait until next Monday at least, just to see what is the announcement. Then at that point in time, you guys can make your own decision whether or not you want to go ham or just safe. So let's kind of get started. So this unit is our first close combat, typing unit. So pretty nice to have. So at this point in time, you guys should be seeing some gameplay of this unit. Either way, I feel like whether or not it's Christmas or not, or whatever high extreme limited banner they're releasing, I feel like this unit, depending on the content, is either going to be really good for short form content. For a longer form content, I feel like it may not be that good, because this is a unit I like to call it a Minuteman. It's not even a Minuteman actually, it's a 30-second man. Let's just kind of call it that. I'm pretty sure you guys do know what I'm talking about. The overall kit itself is a really bursty type unit that likes to deal a lot of damage up front for the first 25 seconds or 30 seconds. So after that, it's gonna start fizzling out and it's not gonna be fun. All right, so for, like, I guess for even clan battle, it being a minute, it should be fine. Arena is gonna be fine. But any harder co-ops, for example, or any other event that may require some more intensive damage wise, this unit is just not going to be having it. So that's pretty much like the split. So would you go for it? It really depends on what you guys are looking for. Like I said again, it's really good for short form content, but long form content, it may not excel as what you want. So let's kind of get started now. Stat wise, I don't think we need to take a look at it too deep, because they're pretty much where it should be. You guys have seen that the stat does not fluctuate a whole lot here and there, even compared to the newest character or the newest unit. So that is definitely safe to say. But the critical value, I do want to quickly point out, is actually not bad. It's pretty high. So your chances of actually pop some critical attacks are pretty high as well. So that's pretty good. EX skill itself, no effects, just simply popping that arm to armor DE, giving the enemy a 704% attack damage. Keep that in mind, this is at EX skill level 5, so starting at EX skill level 1, you may see a drastically lower number, so keep that in mind. The Transcendence skill is pretty much what is going to keep this unit alive, as far as not the survivability, but gonna be the damage portion itself. Increasing accuracy, increasing beam damage, recurrent EX gauge. That's pretty much what you would find in most other unit, just the ability to pop off that first EXT for the first time. If this unit does have, let's say, an addition effects on EXQ, obviously that restoring EXQ by 50% for the first time is going to be very valued, but for this one may not be the case, because you're not really getting a whole lot from it anyway. So kind of keep that in mind, I guess, right? The last line, whenever you activate EXQ for 25 seconds, increase the beam damage by 50%. So in total, this is pretty much the same thing as this second, the first EX or the first skill, whereas the first skill actually does go away. So it's very unfortunate that this unit heavily relies on the Transcendent skill. In that, you're not really getting any damage out of it, and being a close combat unit, being on the front line, if you're not able to deal damage, like you're either gonna get shot down, or it's just gonna be a waste of slot. So yeah, that's where this unit is gonna be right now. So if you're not doing great damage, you're not making yourself worthwhile, then I mean, like, this unit is just not gonna be having it. So yes, this unit is gonna be very intensive as far as the investment goes. So I really don't suggest my free-to-play players to go for it, because as you do need investment for sure. All right, at least like the first two, I guess you should have, right? That's probably going to be like Transcendent level 1 or 2. You should be able to unlock the second line at Transcendent skill level 2. Third and fourth effects, I would believe you need higher star investment or higher, you know, just this investment into it. So you do have the free Transcendent where you do have the potential unleash unlock, obviously, so keep that in mind. So that's why I said it's pretty expensive overall. Later on, you guys can definitely pump your red, or not your red, your rainbow coin into it if you want, but I mean, like, is it really worth it at that point in time? Probably not. Yeah, skill 1 and skill 2 are pretty mid, obviously. First skill, it goes away for 25 seconds afterwards, so this is why this is a 30-second ban, because 81% after that is gone. So like, going back to being close combat, if you cannot deal great damage initially, right, you're pretty much bad, because in arena specifically, you're gonna get shot down pretty quick. So you gotta make your move right, you gotta make every second count. So yeah, for longer form content, this unit does really fizzle out as far as damage goes. So you guys will definitely see that it's gonna pop off, you know, very fast at the beginning, and then it's gonna, you know, here and there it's gonna start dwindling down. So long form content is just not for it. And even a skill 2, like skill 2 is pretty much just kind of mid anyways. I get that increasing, having higher accuracy is great and all, but I mean, like, after 25 seconds you get nothing. Don't even get me started with the B Magnum. The B Magnum C rated C power. So even if you have it at higher start, like higher level investment, the power modifier does go up as well. Even at that point in time, like, the big B Magnum does not offer anything much, so it's kind of a waste, honestly. So the overall kit being a 30-second man is really sad. So yeah, for that reason, I feel like this is it's just a skip. Sad to say, but for those who have maxed it out, you guys can definitely let me know how effective this unit is as far as arena goes, because arena, no, you guys do already know, arena matches does not sustain for anything longer than maybe 30 seconds anyways, if not anything less than that. So in arena, this is a very effective unit. It should provide a lot. It should kind of change up the meta just a little bit, I will have to assume, for sure. So we have that, because having a red unit right now is not that bad, because there just isn't a whole lot of, let's say, blue unit that would kind of check this unit. Maybe you do actually, no, you do have the Hakashiki, but close combat unit that actually yeah, Hakashiki would definitely destroy it. Oh yeah, forget about that. So yeah, for that reason, I feel like, no, I would definitely would not go for him right now. Riddhe, unfortunately, he is pretty mid. Same situation as suffering for the first 30 seconds. So this pilot itself is not going to contribute for the long run. If you want to run Riddhe for different unit later down the road, it may not be that effective, because this is locked to the first 30 seconds. I get it, you get like 128%, it might seem a lot, but if we start fizzling out damage, man, it's not gonna be good. All right, so at baseline you're still getting that 57 and then another 57 that are both locked into EXQ. So another thing that I don't really like, honestly. So for that said, with that said, Riddhe, it's gonna be another one that I will not recommend summoning either. I feel like a good replacement for this summonable one is gonna be the one you have to actually form. I know that this version of Riddhe may not be the most optimal cases for it, but at least as far as all these effects, they're not time gated. What is it? The raid is not gonna work, because this is more like a 2 type effects. So at least you're getting this one 38%, new type reaction, and then you have the Laplace incident, another 38%. So at least for this one, you know, like, you're not relying on activating EXQ. At least for this one, you're getting more mileage out of it, if that kind of makes sense. So I feel like the summonable one is good, right? Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but as far as future proofing wise, I mean, like, man, it's just not that good. And this one being only on Laplace incident, I mean, like, you're kind of cutting yourself short, because it will be good for any unit, like especially under the Unicorn series, but man, you want to use this one for some other units, and man, it's not gonna be good. So other than that, that's gonna be pretty much it. I don't want to make this one a really long video. It just overall, I feel like the Banshee Norn and Riddhe himself is not that great, pretty mid overall. So with that said, hopefully you guys do make the right decision, whether or not to summon or not, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.